My sister moved her fiancé in, got pregnant, and demanded I leave my own house because she wanted my space. I told her, sorry sis, I own this place. What's good, YouTube? My sister's shady fiancé moved into my house with his freeloading vibe. When she announced her pregnancy, she had the audacity to try kicking me out of my own property. Her smug grin vanished when I dropped the truth bomb. I'm the homeowner. What happened next was pure chaos. Let's dive into the drama. This mess kicked off about 7 years ago when our parents passed in a car accident. I was 15, just a kid trying to figure out life. My sister, let's call her Emma, was already out of the house, chasing her dreams in the city. I ended up with our aunt and uncle who owned this sweet property. A 3-bedroom house on a couple of acres, surrounded by open fields. It's nothing fancy, but it's got charm, a big porch, and a kitchen that's seen every family holiday. After the accident, I stayed with my aunt and uncle. They raised me like their own, and I grew up running around their land, hanging with my best friend Nate, who lived a short bike ride away. We'd spend hours exploring the fields, building bonfires, you name it. But Emma, she only showed up for special occasions, always acting like she was too busy for family. Here's where it gets spicy. My aunt and uncle didn't have kids, and I was the closest thing to a son they had. When they passed a few years back, their will dropped a bombshell. I inherited everything. The house, the land, even their old SUV that still smells like my uncle's cigars. Emma was there when the lawyer read the will. Her face, priceless, like she'd just bitten into a lemon. Nate was with me, sorting through my uncle's old records, and he whispered, yo, you own this place now? Christmas is gonna be wild. Emma never brought it up though. She just kept acting like she was the boss of everything, calling to check in, but really just fishing for control. She'd suggest updates to the house, or tell me how to manage the property, like I was some clueless kid. Meanwhile, she was living her city life, dating a string of questionable guys. Fast forward to last year. Emma calls me out of the blue, saying she's got a new man. Let's call him Jake, a 32-year-old entrepreneur with a flashy smile and zero savings. Jake's got 2 kids from a previous relationship, both under 12, and they come with enough attitude to fill a reality show. Emma's all in, talking about how Jake's the one. Next thing I know, she's asking to move into my house because their apartment lease is up. I'm thinking, okay, family helps family, right? Big mistake. The first day they roll up, Jake's already acting like he owns the place. He's inspecting the walls, muttering about modernizing my aunt's retro decor. Emma's no better. She's poking around the pantry, commenting on my unhealthy snacks. This place could use a woman's touch, she says, eyeing my aunt's floral curtains like they're a personal insult. Jake's kids, Liam and Chloe, are a nightmare. Liam's maybe 10, and he's touching everything. My gaming console, my books, even my uncle's old guitar. Chloe, who's 7, spills juice on the couch and just shrugs like it's my fault for having a couch. Nate swings by that night and sees the chaos. Dude, he says, eyeing the rearranged throw pillows. Your sister's staging a takeover. I laughed it off, but he wasn't wrong. Within a month, Emma's stuff is everywhere. Her yoga mats in the living room, Jake's protein shakes, clogging the fridge. The kids have taken over the guest room, leaving their toys all over my floor. Emma starts dropping hints about shared spaces and how I should be more accommodating. By month 3, it's like I'm a guest in my own house. Emma's rearranging furniture while I'm at work, swapping my aunt's quilts for her minimalist throws. Jake's telling me my music's too loud after 8 p.m. because the kids need rest. One night, I'm working on a project for my job, and Emma knocks on my door. Sweetie, can you keep it down? Some of us have early mornings, like my 9 to 5 isn't real. Jake chimes in, yeah man, we're trying to make this a family home. Family home? I'm the one paying the bills. The kids get bolder. Liam borrows my headphones and breaks them, then acts like I'm overreacting when I call him out. Chloe starts sneaking into my room, rifling through my desk for art supplies. One day I catch her drawing on my work notes. Mommy said I could, she says with this creepy little smirk. I confront Emma and she gives me this pitying look. You're not used to kids, are you? They're just curious. Jake backs her up, saying I need to lighten up. Nate's over one evening when Emma tries to organize my office space while I'm out. He texts me, bro, your sister's turning your house into her Pinterest board. I get home to find my desk moved, my files stacked in a corner, and my poster's gone. What the hell, I say, finding Emma in the hallway. She smiles, all fake innocence. I was just tidying up. This place was looking a bit chaotic. It's my house. Jake appears, acting like I'm the problem. We're just trying to make this place functional, man. No need to get defensive. I tell them to stop touching my stuff. Emma pulls the family card, saying, we're all in this together, right? This house is big enough for everyone. I'm fuming, but I let it slide, thinking they'll chill out. Spoiler, they don't. A month later, Emma calls a family meeting. I'm expecting some minor nonsense, but she hits me with a bombshell. I'm pregnant, she announces, glowing like she just won an Oscar. Jake's grinning. The kids are clapping like they've been rehearsed, and I'm just sitting there thinking, great, more chaos. I say congrats, but Emma's not done. She launches into this speech about how the house needs to evolve for their growing family. We'll need a nursery, she says, and the kids need proper rooms. Your room would be perfect for the baby. My room, the one I've had since I was a teenager. Jake jumps in, all smug. You're young, man. Most guys your age are out on their own. Time to spread your wings. I'm stunned. You want me to move out? Emma's ready for the pitch. There's this cute studio in town I could rent you. Super affordable, like like $1,100 a month, way below market. I ask what happens to the house. She says, we'll make it work for us. The baby needs space and Jake's mom might move in to help. I'm floored. They're planning to take over my house, kick me out, and move in Jake's mom? I play it cool, saying, I'll think about it. Emma's smile tightens. Don't wait too long. We need to plan for the baby. I text Nate, who shows up with coffee and a what the actual hell expression. They're trying to yeet you out of your own house, he says. This is next level. 2 weeks later, I come home to find Emma in my room with boxes, packing my stuff like I've already agreed to move. She's folding my clothes, wrapping my photos, acting like she's doing me a favor. What are you doing? I ask. She beams. Just helping you get a head start on moving. Jake and I figured it's best to move fast. Nobody asked me. She keeps that fake sweet tone. You've had time to think. This is what's best for everyone. She picks up a photo of my aunt and uncle saying, you should let go of some of this old stuff. It's time to grow up. I'm done. Put that down and get out. She sighs, all patronizing. No need to be dramatic. I'm helping you. Transition to independence. I repeat, get out. A mask slips and her voice turns icy. Listen, kid, I'm pregnant. This house needs to work for a real family, not some guy clinging to his teenage years. Pack your stuff, or Jake, and I will handle it. Jake walks in, backing her up. We've got movers coming Friday. The lease is signed. Be grateful we're organizing this for you. I pull out my phone and start recording. Say that again. You're kicking me out of my house? Emma snaps. This is a family home, and families decide together. You don't get to hold us hostage because of some legal loophole. Legal loophole? I ask. Whose name is on the deed? Silence. Jake mumbles. Well, your sister's been here forever. I cut him off. Wrong. My name's on the deed. I own this house. Emma's face crumples. That can't be right. You're just a kid. I show her my phone, pulling up the digital copy of the deed. Inherited it from my aunt and uncle. House, land, everything. Mine. Jake's jaw drops. Emma stammers. But we've been paying for stuff. Groceries, utilities. I laugh. On my property, like tenants. Emma sits on my bed, clutching one of my books, looking like her world just imploded. Jake tries to play it cool. Look, man, we're family. Let's work this out. I shut it down. You tried to evict me from my own house. That's not family. Emma snaps. This isn't over. I reply. Good luck. I text Nate, who's hyped. They tried to steal your house, and you just dropped the hammer. We spend the weekend researching eviction laws. Turns out, since they're not on a lease and pay no rent, they're tenants at will. I can evict them with 30 days notice. Even better, I can sue for back rent for their time here. About $150,000 for Emma's 7 years and $10,000 for Jake's 6 months, based on market rates. Monday, I file eviction notices at the courthouse. Tuesday, I consult a lawyer to dot my I's. Wednesday, I print the notices on official letterhead. Thursday, I call a family meeting. I slide the notices across the table. You're being evicted. 30 days to vacate. Emma's jaw hits the floor. Jake yells, you can't do this. She's your sister, I reply. Watch me. Emma screams, I'm pregnant. You can't kick me out. I point out they have no lease, no rights. Jake tries the guilt trip. After everything your sister's done for you? I laugh. Like trying to steal my house? Emma reads the part about back rent and loses it. $150,000. You're insane. I explain it's fair market value for living here rent-free. Jake's face goes pale. We don't have that kind of money. I offer a deal. Leave in 30 days, sign a no-claims agreement, and I won't sue. They're speechless. The next month is a circus. Emma tries everything, calling my boss to complain about my hostile behavior, filing a complaint claiming I'm evicting her for being pregnant. The judge laughed it off when I showed the deed. Jake tries to bribe me, offering to pay rent if they can stay. I say no. You had your chance to respect me. You chose to bully me out of my own home. Then, the plot twist. Nate's over when Emma calls, voice shaky. We need to talk. It's about the baby. I head home and she's at the kitchen table with papers. It's not Jake's, she admits. Turns out she'd been hooking up with an ex when she started dating Jake. A paternity test for insurance purposes exposed her. Jake's devastated, packing his stuff. Emma's crying, saying she thought Jake would be a better dad. I'm floored. Even now, she's blaming everyone but herself. I tell her, you tried to scam me out of my house, lied about the baby, and now you want sympathy? You've got 24 hours to leave or I call the cops. She packs up, takes the kids, and vanishes. Jake's gone the next day, leaving behind his protein shakes and a broken dream. Nate comes over with pizza. You forgiving her? He asks. Not today, I say. Maybe someday, but not after she tried to steal my home. So, YouTube, what would you do if your family tried to pull this? Drop your stories in the comments. I read every one. Smash that like button if you're team homeowner, and subscribe for more wild family drama. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Peace out.